What's up, guys? Match one. I'm playing against Seth Miner. I think he just recently topped 16 worlds. I mean, I wasn't there, so I was just reading the coverage, but I guess I'm just a little bit jealous. Let's see, who's going first. So he's going first. He rolled a 12, I rolled a 10. Looking at a hand that is pretty slow on the draw. Typically, when I see Garen, I don't know how to even pronounce his name, so now I'm going to try. The Orc Rogue that you pay one to get something stealth, and then this backside is pay two whenever an ally you control um, whenever an ally you control hits them, they get +1 attack. Um, your hero gets +1 attack. I'm sorry, he started to go, and I told him to wait. But whenever an ally you control hits them, your hero gets +1 attack. It's kind of like ally removal. I think that they're going to be the Orc deck, so this hand's a little bit too slow against a normal Orc deck. So I'm going to put these back and shuffle. All right, this hand looks better. Sorry, I didn't go over the hand, but I think you meant to play that face down. But I have a mark, I have a quest, I have the Tar Willow, which will help us gain some advantage to like catch back up in the game. Another quest, the Doomsmith, which will let us kill an ally to kill one of their allies, a 4/3 protector, and a 2/2 that makes a 1/1 for 3. So I'm gonna lay a quest and pass because I really don't have anything to do. Start of his turn, I take one from the Grunt because it deals one to me for every Grunt he has, or every Orc he has, and then he hits me for 2 because it has Assault 1. Okay, it's a pretty good start for his deck. Gonna draw, play the quest. He's gonna hit me for, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8 next turn. That's a lot of damage this early, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So I'm gonna play my 2-drop. But I'm okay with taking a lot of early damage, just because I have a lot of healing in my deck as it is. And, seeing these two guys, I'm going to side the strike in that I didn't play in my main deck. I'm probably going to take more. Yep. So I take 6. I think he's down to 3 cards already, so that's fine. We need to really get these grunts off the board. What I'm thinking is, I basically have a couple. I have a couple options, but none of them are the greatest at this point. I could just use my Terwilla to cast a Darkshire, but really he could just run a couple allies into it and kill it, and then not much farther ahead. I could cast the Mark on my ally and swing into one of his allies, take one off the board, which will at least let me stop taking damage from all these grunts, which seems like a decent play. I could Doomsmith kill my Tarwilla to kill another guy, which is okay. I could just attack the Tarwilla. There's just so many options. I could attack Tarwilla into here, kill his ally, and make a Time Walker Guard to just eat one of these attacks, which is also decent. I don't like playing the Deathsworn just because his grunts will just stay in play. Yeah, he said don't Wild Seeds. Yeah, no kidding. That would be pretty bad for him. I'd get 3 allies. I could Mark, but Mark is an easy card to play at some point. I don't know what I feel like I have to kill one of these grunts or I'm just going to lose instantly. Just because he has so many orcs in play already, so that would just be 8 damage from just his 2 grunts. They'll probably gonna run the Tarwil into his protector, or into his grunt. Cast a Time Walker Guard. His 2/2 would swing into my protector. His grunt could swing into the other guy, and he's gonna play whatever. That doesn't seem terrible. If I mark it up, I eat one of these guys. He can't kill the Tarwilla next turn. I can eat another guy. But I can't double up on spells again, so I'm kind of falling behind there. I could flip and make 2 tokens. That doesn't seem great. The nice thing is if I cast Mark, maybe I could double up on abilities. I don't actually know what the best choice is here. I think I have to kill a grunt. I don't think I can leave one around this turn. Okay, so we're going to swing the grunt into one of the grunts. Killing it. I don't know why he's playing Vainglorious main deck. I guess just to make sure he has Blood Rush. That's not that bad. Yeah. Well, we expected making the 1 token saved it. He either swings his grunt into here, or he's just going to go for my face. That's fine. Which I don't mind because my time marker grunt can eat this thing. Okay. Or else I just die anyway, so I don't know if it matters. I'm facing down 8 damage. I can stop 1, so I take 6. So I'm dead no matter what next turn. Okay. Well, that was a quick game. I guess we're going to game 2. I need the strike in my main deck just to kill his grunts. And I didn't put the Vainglorious. I have a Vainglorious that's not in my side deck, but it's fine. I'm going to sign in the Focused Heal. I'll take out a Marker Growth because I don't need that many copies against him. And I'm going to side out the Warmaul Ogre just because he's a big dude I don't really need against this deck. And let's see. I think that's all the changes we're going to make. Hold on for a second. Okay, so I shuffled up. I drew my first hand. I have 2 Mark of Growths, 2 Time Marker Guards, a Tarwilla, the Doomsmith, and a Focus Heal, which I think is actually a decent hand against him. Like, I'm going first, so even if you cast a Grunt, I get to cast a Tarwilla. And then... maybe not. Maybe I just want, like, normal allies. No, let's try it. I'm going back and forth, but... his deck has a lot of grunts, but I guess we'll just have to deal with that if he plays them. Because turn 3, if I do play turn 2 Tarwilla after he plays a grunt, then turn 3 I'll just flip. And hopefully one of my tokens will take out his grunt. And then I can get these Mark of Ghosts online and just start healing all the damage he's doing to me. I plan to just row this Doomsmith. Actually, yeah. Let's throw the Focused Heal. Like, I have the 2 marks. Do I really need another healing spell? I don't. Probably not. All right. So we drew a Time Walker Signet. We'll probably want to use it. Let's throw the Doomsmith this turn. We'll cast the Tarwilla and we'll pass the turn. Start of my turn, or start his turn, I take 1. He's played 2 Path of the Dragon Soul quests I don't like, but I could see how it smooths out your draw early in the game. He gets me for 2. So he's played a 3/2 blank, but it kind of negates our draw of the Signet, or I'm sorry, the Deathsworn, because he could just swing into it, which I could play this turn. Just doesn't make much sense to do that. I think what I'm planning to do is, I don't know if I need 2 copies of Mark, but it could be good. Maybe I want to use my Tarwilla to play a Time Walker Guard and play the Signet this turn, just planning to draw more cards in the future, which doesn't seem that bad. I could also just row the Darkshire, but I like having the allies at this point. So I'll play the Guard, create this, and I'll play a Signet. It's nice that this wasn't like the 3/2 Orc that has Stealth, because I just take 1 less from his Time Walker Guard, or Grunt, so that's nice. Most likely he's going to swing his Bright Collar into my human, and this Grunt will either attack my 2/2 or my hero, depending on if he needs to really push damage or not. I'm okay putting the 1 damage here because my Tarwilla doesn't really have much value anymore, and I could always just swing it here. So we finally drew our first quest. Take out the 3/2 that he has in play. And it's time to get our Deathsworn online, because both of his allies can't just swing into it. Because this ally, it can only attack heroes. It's a 2/2, and this one is just a regular 2/2. So straight up, he just can't kill our Deathsworn right now, which is what we're looking to do. Like, we would have played it last turn, but his 3/2 would just kill it. So he's attacking us for 2 with the 2/2. That doesn't matter. Okay. Like, I don't care if he just rams both of his guys into this at this point. I'm giving him that option where, like, the way he played it, he could have just left this guy there or not. If he doesn't run into here, I just make the tokens next turn with my hero flip and then heal this guy for 2 and swing back into this. So I'm kind of putting him in a weird spot where he has to trade or just lose this guy for only 2 damage, which I actually heal off from my second flip. What's important to note, it seems like he has like what I consider to be a really good Orc deck. So, well, I mean, this guy's swinging. He doesn't need to keep untapping it. He's going to swing somewhere. No reason to keep him back. He just needs to think where he wants to point it at. Yeah, that's the correct choice. Add a counter to this. Him having the Grunt that turn was not what we wanted to see. I guess I could have just let the attack go through last turn. What I'm thinking of doing this turn is just making 2 tokens with my Malfurion Storm Range. Because 1 threatens to kill the Grunt at least. And then following up on the next turn, I could play my Time Walker Guard, but it doesn't save me any resources or anything, so it's not like I'm gaining a huge advantage by doing that. I guess I'm just going to row this. Cast the Grunt, create a Protector, and cast the Signet. Oops. I don't know why I added a counter. That'd be pretty sweet if it just automatically came into play at the counter. You could tell, like, this is like one of the worst matchups for this deck just because the way I drafted it. Yep. So now he's got to think where he wants to swing his Time Walker Grunt. Yeah, makes sense. He doesn't just want to lose his Grunt to my 2/2 on his turn, so. Oh, that's bad for us. We don't really have an answer for that. And we don't really have a good way to keep making enough protectors to stop us from losing to that, so. Yeah, it just seems like we're going to lose this matchup pretty straightforward, so. Add a counter, add a counter. I'm just going to keep rowing because I want to still be able to cast my Master Hero if I can get to that point. I'm going to use my flip. A Treant, crew token Treant. The next turn we're going to draw some cards, which is nice. So what I'm thinking is I should use my flip this turn. Just because I'm going to have stuff to do over the next couple turns. The Signet also puts a card so I can complete the documenting. I'm guessing he's swinging at me because he's doubled the counters. Okay. So add a counter here. We'll kill this to draw 2 cards. And then we draw for our turn. I thought I'd have something to do this turn, but I guess not. This guy is threatening to deal a ton of damage to us. So what I'm planning to do, let's draw a card. Alright, so at least we drew something that could protect us. But he has at least 8 damage on board, so that's not the greatest for us. I wish I would have drawn the strike earlier, but cast this guy. Just take another 8 to the face. That doesn't seem fun. He probably just kills me with this flip. Yeah, he does. Well, that was a quick match. I got my ass kicked, so. Just the fact that he gets something stealth next turn is enough to kill me. Yep. And that's match 1. I got my ass kicked. I'll see if anybody else is ready to play. Match 2 coming up.